What's good? What's good? I am back. Yours truly, Paul Pickett, owner of Promo Palace LLC. This is vlog 48. We're going to call this one 60,000 songs per day. Vlog 48, 60,000 songs per day. Don't forget this podcast is sponsored by Promo Palace LLC at promopalace.biz. If you need online marketing promotions for your music, your product, your brand, and your service, please check out promopalace.biz. Also, I got to shout out Dizzle, dizzlebrand.com. Check them out. We got hats, t-shirts. Dizzle is actually a liquor mixed with agave tequila, cognac, orange liquor, mango mix. Just throw it on ice. It's good to go. Dizzle, 40% alcohol. Check them out. Dizzlebrand.com. Follow them on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and more. Um, Vlog 48, 60,000 songs per day. Why is that the name of this title? Because that's how many songs are uploaded on Spotify, Apple, and YouTube every single day by distribution companies. 60,000 songs per day. Now, think about that. That's a lot of music. Now, if you as an artist think that just because you upload a song, that your song is going to stand out in front of 60,000 songs per day without having fan base behind it, you're sadly mistaken. You're delusional. You're not even living in the real world. And if you're not getting picked up by Spotify's big playlist. I don't mean just Spotify adding you to one of them. They got so many playlists. They can add you to a playlist that has 300,000 followers. You only get 20, 30,000 plays, and you're off the playlist within a week. They can add you to a playlist that's got 1 to 3 million followers. You only get 20 to 30,000. I mean, a top playlist. If Spotify's not adding you to the rap caviar or the pop equivalent of rap caviar, rock equivalent, country, whatever your genre is, the equivalent of rap caviar playlists, then your music is not standing out amongst the rest. And if one of these big gigantic unless somebody like Marshmello, because like Murray, when Murray started standing out on Spotify, they added him to the Marshmello playlist first, and then Spotify picked him up. You know what I'm saying? So unless it's one of these super big playlisters like a Marshmello or Spotify's playlist, your music is not standing out. And even when you get on these independent playlisters, their playlists aren't competing with Spotify's playlists or even the major labels playlist, who will probably bought it up as hell too. You know, like that's the thing. Independent playlisters, a lot of them are bought it up. Major labels playlists are bought it up. Spotify, they might be using bots over there. Who knows? But all their playlists don't even get a ton of traction. Only the top tier ones. So if you're not on those, you're not standing out. So how are you gonna stand out after that? You gotta advertise. You gotta take your Spotify link and you gotta advertise it on Facebook. You gotta advertise it on Twitter. You gotta advertise it on Instagram. That's the thing. Just uploading your music, it would never ever stand out amongst 60,000 songs per day. And if you're not creating just as much content as everybody or even more, you're definitely not standing out. That's another thing. You have to create just as much content or more content than the people you compete with to stand out in front of them. And then you also got to advertise and market, promote, and submit to Spotify editorials and pray and hope that they pick you up on one of the playlists. And they're never going to pick up an unsigned artist on Rap Caviar. I'm telling you that right now. No unsigned artist without any major label backing is going to be added to some Rap Caviar, man. They're not just throwing unsigned artists on there. All the artists hit Rap Caviar got hundreds of thousands or millions of listeners already on Spotify. That means they're already standing out before they get added to these playlists. So this I did it. They're just gonna add you that you can submit to Spotify. They're gonna add you just cause is a joke. It's a joke. They might add you to one playlist, but you're not hitting the top tiers. It's not happening. It's very rare that happens. I've seen artists get picked up on Spotify playlists and never get picked up again. never ever get picked up again. It happened one time and it'll get picked up by a playlist or two that's got some traction, but not enough to make you stand out amongst 60,000 songs. So you have to advertise every single day if you want to stand out. And that's another thing. I have to question any musician that's not spending at least $1 a day on either YouTube or Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. I mean, you got to be at, or like Google.com or something. If you're not advertising $1 a day, I mean, I advertise $1 a day on multiple platforms on YouTube.com, Google.com, Facebook.com. Like, and not just one ad, multiple ads. So if you think just uploading music, you're going to stand out among 60,000 songs per day, you are sadly mistaken. Sadly mistaken. You're in for a rude awakening, because building fan base is a process. It takes gradual advertising. It takes creating content consistently, and good content at that. Your content has to consistently be good, you know. And that's the thing you got to realize. You look at a cat like NBA YoungBoy, he's dropping a music video every week for a reason. There's a reason for that. Part of the reason is the shelf life of rappers are only usually so long as far as staying super hot. That's part of the reason. Another part of the reason is there's 60,000 songs being uploaded every single day. How else can you stand out amongst the rest except outwork them? Create way more content, put out way more content, outwork them, you know? Especially when, I mean, NBA YoungBoy is good, but there's all the artists, they all sound like NBA YoungBoys. It's just the fact that you got to respect how hard he works. He's constantly put money into music videos, put money back in to make money back out. And then you got to think, if you're dropping a video every single week, NBA YoungBoy, you're always on the trending page every single week. You're constantly standing out. Some of these cats drop a song every few months or every so often. This cat, like, it's like clockwork. And even from a non-music perspective, if you're just a content creator, like on TikTok or Instagram or Facebook, because I TikTok every single day, and I got to do more TikToks actually for my Paul Pickett podcast TikTok. I got 60 TikToks ready to go for the Promo Palace LLC TikTok. And follow me on TikTok, Promo Palace LLC. If you're a content creator, you got to drop content 2 to 3 times per day. You can't just drop once a day or every other day or once a week. You got to drop content 2 to 3 times a day to stand out amongst the rest. Especially if you're not advertising. If you're not advertising, you just got to create more content than everybody and constantly put out content. But as an artist, if you're not advertising, I mean, you better be out there really grinding and really working, out there doing interviews constantly, out there doing shows constantly, out there at music festivals constantly. If you're not actually advertising on social media, you better, and not too many artists are doing that right now. Like, there's still a lot of COVID restrictions in a lot of places. New York just made it where people can actually go back into restaurants without vaccination proof. So for a while, you couldn't even go to probably concerts or festivals without vaccination proof in New York and probably other places as well. It's still going to be a lot of places that are slowly, holding off of letting the restrictions go. There's still a lot of people that don't want to stop wearing masks. I guarantee 5 years from now, we're going to have a good portion of people constantly wearing masks. So that's the thing. Like, touring for the unsigned artists and independent artists hasn't totally fully got back to normal like it has for the mainstream artists, because the mainstreams are going to be the first ones that they totally, book. And then all these unsigned artists, they just booking clubs for yourselves and stuff. It's a gradual process getting back into. I mean, and when you weren't doing no shows online and you couldn't do no physical interviews at radio stations and radio wasn't really interviewing nobody like that anyways, where were you advertising? Why 60,000 songs were being uploaded every single day? I hope you were advertising on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube or Twitter or paying TikTok influencers or playing somebody pay, playlist pitching. Even though like I would put YouTube ads first, TikTok influencers second, Instagram influencers, Facebook influencers. I would put SoundCloud over Spotify, to be honest with you. Like playlist pitching, I'm not saying don't do it because yes, you gotta have some movement. You gotta have some movement on your Spotify and your Apple or for any kind of investor, to take you serious. You gotta have movement on those. But I mean, if you're not advertising on one of these single platforms, I gotta question you as an artist. Cause 60,000 songs per day. If you think just uploading any music, you're going to stand out, you are sadly mistaken. 60,000 songs per day. That's a lot. You got to realize that's 420,000 songs per week. It's almost 500,000 songs per week. And you think just uploading music makes it stand out? I don't care how good you are. I don't care if you're the second coming to Michael Jackson, Jay-Z, Nas, Eminem, freaking Lenny Kravitz or Prince. I mean, the Beatles, whoever. This day and age, there's just too many songs. Everybody's got distribution. Back in the days, it was rare for artists to have distribution. If you had distribution, it was like a gold mine. Distribution isn't worth shit no more. I repeat, distribution is not worth shit no more because everybody has it because 60,000 songs are being uploaded every single day. And to stand out from those, you got to pay TikTok influencers and Instagram influencers and Facebook influencers and YouTube influencers. And you got to advertise on YouTube, advertise on Facebook, and advertise on Instagram and advertise on Twitter and advertise on Google.com. And you gotta get your music on blogs. You got to pay to advertise on blogs and pay for blog placements and whatever. And even though I prefer to let the big blogs come to you, you do got to pay for like the smaller blog play. You got to have some blog placements. You got to have, and that's another thing. Spotify's not picking up your music and the algorithms aren't triggering if you don't got press release and blog placements. Every single song should have a press release on it. I don't see more than half these artists don't ever even do press releases on their song. They just release it, distribute it, and upload it, and that's it. And think just getting it added to the playlist is gonna break their record. Nobody is breaking their music through playlist unless you're getting added to Rap Caviar. Nobody is breaking their music on playlist unless you're getting added to Rap Caviar. You know why you can't break music on playlist? Because you can't engage with fans on playlists. They can't comment. They can't comment on your song. You can't reply to the comments. They're not clicking likes on your song on the playlist. They're following the playlist and that's it, and listen to the song. They don't engage with the actual song like social media with likes, reshares. That's the thing. They can't reshare your song on the playlist. They can only reshare the playlist. No engagement on these streaming platforms like that. You can't really engage. And to build fans, you got to really engage. I know some artists that think they're a superstar before they're a superstar, but if you ain't got no fan base, you ain't no superstar, and you're not too good to engage with fans. So 60,000 songs per day. Think about that. Let that soak in. And if you need online marketing promotions, then go to promopalace.biz, which is the sponsor of these vlogs. Vlog 48, titled 60,000 songs per day. I want to thank you for tuning in. My name is Paul Pickett. Follow me on Twitter at Promo Palace LLC, Instagram at Promo Palace, Facebook at Promo Palace LLC, YouTube at Promo Palace LLC, TikTok at Promo Palace LLC. Also, you can check me out, Paul Pickett Podcast. And the video version of that goes to YouTube, Facebook, Rumble, Instagram TV. And same thing with the vlogs. The vlogs go to Instagram, Rumble, Facebook, YouTube. The audio version of this vlog goes to my podcast. If you want to follow the audio version of my vlogs, I repeat, you got to go to the Paul Pickett podcast on Spotify, Apple, Amazon, Deezer, TuneIn, Stitcher, Slacker, iHeartRadio, Player FM, and much more. Peace, and I'm out.